It's been 7 years since we left the city for the off-grid jungle life. 7 years of building our food forest and working towards self-sustainability. I'm not going to lie, times have been tough, especially in the past 8 months when Cyclone Jasper gave us a visit in December. As if the cyclone wasn't enough, immediately afterwards we were hit with a 1 in maybe 100-year flood that totally rearranged a lot of the land around here, especially our creek. Wow, this is what it looks like. It's rising. The amount of trees here is just unbelievable to how it was before. It's hard to even get my head around what happened here. It's like the whole area just collapsed. You can see like the spaces at the back there, like where all the trees were. Unfortunately, all our pipes were destroyed, so we no longer have any running water. This is basically what our creek looked like before. Absolutely pristine. So now I want to give you an insight into our life after the cyclone and some things we are now forced to do differently. Thankfully, the creek is still flowing despite the challenges. So every morning I will collect fresh water to use for cleaning. Just to give you an idea of what the creek was like before, here is a little image of me washing my hair. Now the creek is filled with an orange sediment silt-like substance which clouds up the creek and sticks to your skin, making it orange. So it's a lot more challenging and it's really hard to actually bathe in the water because it just covers your skin and you come out basically with orange mud all over your body. This obstacle is something that we never could have predicted and definitely poses a whole new set of challenges. So to clean the dishes, I end up sitting on the floor with the buckets while I watch something. Definitely helps me appreciate the simple benefits of having a tap with running water. It's a little bit third world out here right now, and I actually don't mind it too much at all. It helps me stay grounded and grateful. I still go for a jog every other morning, then followed by squeezing fresh orange and mandarin juice for Snowpea and I. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but we really love having freshly squeezed juice every morning. My partner and I are happy to add extra sugar as the citrus is rarely sweet enough and it gives some good extra carbohydrates that are essential if you want to be truly happy, healthy, and have a high energy life. This is cane sugar and is simply made up of monosaccharides, glucose, and fructose molecules, which are the body's most important energy source, and they help keep us lean and fit. Honestly, there is really no need to fear sugar, so if your fruit is not good enough quality, add what it is usually missing: sugar. Today's sponsor is from my favorite hair care company, Morocco Method. Their products are handcrafted in the USA, and I've been using their shampoo and conditioner bar for almost a year now, and it's working great for my hair. I've been really wanting to try a body scrub because I've got layers and layers of grime building up out here in the jungle, and my skin really just needs to be scrubbed clean. So I've been using their sea salt body scrub, and it's honestly really nice because, especially, it's not only exfoliating for your skin, but after you wash it off, you're left with this really nice moisturized skin because it contains a whole bunch of really moisturizing oils. And a lot of the power of the exfoliating scrub comes from walnut shell. I do genuinely like their products, and if you want to give them a go, you can get a generous 20% off using my code. There's a link in the description below. So here we are at the creek for a bit of a washdown in the orange, murky, silty water. And I thought I heard someone there creeping around, but yeah, it's a bit of a challenge in the creek. You've got to do it really quickly, and the fish also like to bite sometimes.
The way you got a little suckers to bite me. Oh.
So, sometime after I have my orange juice, I will have a banana smoothie most mornings. And this one, please do yourself a favor. It is so delicious. Try this combo of 8 to 10 bananas, a couple of tablespoons of sugar, and about 3 passion fruit. It is delicious. It is kind of like donut icing or something like that. You got to try it. Out here, I haven't been able to wash my hair at all, and I'm going to show you soon what I do instead of washing my hair, which is like a really good temporary solution. It's looking a little bit rough at the moment, but yeah, I'll show you how I deal with it. So, yeah, we just relax and we have our breakfast in the sun, soaking up the rays, and it's just a really enjoyable way to start the day. Another consequence of the situation with the creek is not having drinking water, so we have switched to rainwater. And I think it's actually best for us to be drinking the rainwater because we don't know really what is in the creek sometimes. And yeah, it's just turned out to be a good solution, and it tastes great. As some of you know, I have a weekly juice up where I will make carrot juice, and it kind of serves as a supplement for me. It's really great. It's tasty, full of beta carotene, potassium, and I will freeze like all of the carrot juice, and then I'll take out one per day, and it's usually like 7 days worth that I'll make. So this is Aote, which is just wild. Look at it. It can be used as a makeup like lipstick if you wanted. It's used as a spice and food coloring, I believe, in South America, which I want to try for sure. I really do love to collect flowers weekly, and I often come across our snaky friend on the path. This beautiful python is just, yeah, there's actually a number of them. They're very gentle, even though they look super scary. They are really not dangerous. It's just a matter of respecting their space and not standing on them. The abundance of flowers here, like really special tropical flowers, is just phenomenal, and we're adding more all the time. And I just love having them inside. I find it really therapeutic to be looking at flowers, so I do spend some time collecting them. And yeah, I think it's just a really, really lovely vibe to have flowers around you all the time. And of course, having flowers in your hair is very important. It's definitely a beautiful decoration. I love flowers from all over the world and different climates, but the flowers here in the tropics are just so impressive. Look at them. So this is super exciting. I got to pick our first dwarf coconut. Look how low this coconut is.
Wow. Yes. This one is perfect.
So since the cyclone, we've had to just make a few things ourselves, and concrete is one of those where we had to lay a bit of concrete to support certain things like pumps and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a bit of hard work, but I like it. I like to flex the muscles a bit and get my hands dirty, and it's also very empowering when you're making things yourself. A while back, I injured my left hand, and it kind of goes in and out of being injured. So I'm just very careful and generally use my right hand for carrying heavy stuff.
Big pot. You can write it.
I forgot the W.
You always do that.
That's because I'm so nervous.
Yeah. I will. Oh, this is hard. It's gonna work out.
So this is Morocco Methods dry shampoo, and it's really perfect for me at the moment because of the cyclone. I can't wash my hair in the creek without getting like a lot of, this muddy silt. So it's just great in between washes, which it's been a very long time for me. And it's actually making my hair feel thicker and have more volume. And you can see here's a comparison from a couple of years ago. So my hair is actually doing really well using these products.
delicious.
So lunch varies a lot out here. Sometimes we will have store-bought fruit, but a lot of the time we can pick our own fruit and have a fruit lunch together, which is really special. And the longer we do this and have this food for us, the more fruit it produces and the more self-sustainable we are. This gorgeous little bird is a sunbird, which is essentially Australia's answer to a hummingbird, and they like to build their nests near humans, so we often get them inside. Snowpea. Snowpea, look. My gosh, it is long.
What a beauty!
This one is long.
Silver snake.
That's the biggest one of those I've ever seen.
Yeah.
What about you? That's considerable. I nearly stood on this one. Careful, they can still like.
Oh,
They can still lunge.
he's drinking. He's drinking the water. I think it just shed its skin.
Well, yeah, I was thinking the skin looks a little bit.
Film the mouth so people can see
I
that.
am.
No, you're not. So in more. No, it's finished drinking. No, it's drinking now.
Oh my goodness. Snopey and I are passionate people, and sometimes it's like a hurricane meets a volcano, if you know what I mean. But in general, we are the best of friends and we spend so much time together, and we always make sure we have a ton of hugs throughout the day. I've been experimenting with a few recipes lately and we're really enjoying this buckwheat bread. It's just so easy to make, and I'm one of those people who needs easy recipes. I don't want it complicated, especially for my digestion as well. Simple is good. And this recipe is very simple, so if you watch what I do, you'll be able to follow along and make a really tasty, healthy buckwheat bread. Buckwheat is actually a great source of B vitamins, minerals like manganese, magnesium, zinc, iron, folate, also great source of fiber, unsaturated fatty acids. So it's a really great pseudo grain to have. It doesn't have any gluten either, which is a nice bonus. So the bread is also fermented, so you have to leave the mixture for roughly, 12 to 24 hours. I like to do it around 20 hours. And yeah, I've been experimenting with doing it in the baking paper, and it's turning out quite good because if you ferment it and then you have to transfer it to another like baking tin, it can disrupt the level that it rises to. So the less like disruption to the mixture before baking, the better. So I really need a bread knife, as you can see here, and I'm not really sure why I cut it like a cake, but I did, probably because of the shape of it. We didn't have like a long baking tin, but there's the end result, and it's delicious. It tastes like sourdough, so I'm very happy, and there's no kneading involved, which is really, really convenient. So you can see the texture here.
Yeah, bread's not good for eating.
Kind of like temperamental.
I must say the best way to eat it is to toast it, even twice, and put avocado with pepper and salt. Oh, it's delicious. Or jam. Snowpea is part Italian, and he recently went to Italy and he loved the stuffed capsicums there, or stuffed peppers. So I thought I'd recreate that here in Australia, and they turned out good. Very simple. I just mixed like vegetables and herbs with the rice and just stuffed them in there and put them in the oven. Turned out great. And these are the sort of dinners we've been enjoying on the raw to forward diet at the moment. As you can see, we're not eating all raw, but it is working for us at this stage. But if we get to the point where we just have so much fruit all the time, then yeah, eating all raw is definitely going to be the goal.
Big number. Whoa.
In the next episode, we're going to make this yummy fermented buckwheat pizza. So stay tuned. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to be aiming for at least one every 2 weeks, hopefully once a week in time, so stay tuned for that. And please leave comments, let me know how you feel about the video and what was your favorite part, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Frugies!